Calfoot's lawyer continued her cross-examination of EM. This is part 3 of my day 16 recap of the 2018 Team Canada SA trial. If you're new here, I'm providing daily updates on this case and will continue to do so until the trial is over, so follow for more. The lawyer then brought her to the fact that in her transcript for her first police statement, she said that she had the bracelet on, quote, the whole time, and that when she put it on again sometime over the next 4 days, she couldn't bring herself to do it because of the memories from that night. EM then said, quote, I truly believe I was wearing it. I'm not sure why I thought I had my jewelry on. The lawyer says EM probably didn't know that there would be a video to disprove her story, and EM says that that's not true. The lawyer then said, it was an effort to suggest to the officer falsely that you were impacted by what happened, and EM says that that's not true. The lawyer then started questioning the fact about EM going back to getting her missing ring, saying that it's strange that EM would immediately leave the room and rummage through her wristlet to look for her missing jewelry, saying that that's something that a sober person would do, not something that a drunk person would do, and EM says that, quote, drunk people do strange things. The line of questioning then shifted to Calfoot allegedly doing the splits naked over EM's face, where EM said, quote, it was not funny to me. They were all laughing and thought it was hilarious. It wasn't funny to me. The lawyer says that EM likely heard the men say, quote, footer, do the splits. But EM didn't remember the footer part, just that the men were encouraging each other and laughing. The lawyer then said, quote, you were acting like this was fun and games at all, and suggest that EM was egging the men on. EM then said, quote, this was not something I asked for. I got no notice before this happened to me, no. EM said she had never heard of anything like that happening before, and then she said, quote, they were having a good time at my expense. The lawyer then said, quote, that the men were having fun without her, that they were laughing and having a good time, and she wanted them to pay attention to her. EM says that each of the men had his own room, but they were in that room because they had been told that there was, quote, a drunk naked girl there. EM then said, quote, this was attention I never asked for. They were objectifying me. They were literally laughing at me. They didn't need to be in that room. The lawyer said that EM was, quote, having a good time until she left, that the guys were all there for her, and that she didn't like when they were having their own side conversations. EM then said that, quote, literally any of those men could have stood up and said, this is not okay. He then said, quote, they didn't do that. They didn't want to think about the fact that I wasn't consenting. I felt like I had no choice the second other people started walking in.